Picture this, the battle between you and unnecessary spending, where your credit card is a knight in shining armor and impulse buys are the fire-breathing dragons. Yep, it's a financial adventure fit for a blockbuster movie. Live within your means, they say, a phrase that sounds more like a wise wizard's spell. But let's be real, sometimes we're casting budgeting spells like a toddler wielding a wand. Now, let's dive into the treasure trove of financial insights and discover whether you're rocking that money magic or could use a crash course in wizardry. Welcome to Nova Society, the world's best finance channel for personal finance. If you are interested in this kind of video content, then this is the perfect channel for you. You might be curious about how your financial situation stacks up against the average person. Are you ahead or behind when it comes to your earnings and spending? Comparing your finances to others can be intriguing, and some of the financial statistics for the average person might be quite surprising. These numbers are likely to be eye-opening and provide valuable insights into your financial standing. Housing. Housing represents approximately 34% of the average household's expenses, as reported by the U.S. Department of Labor Statistics. This makes it the largest expenditure in almost every budget. For the current market, this translates to around $1,900 per month. Both renters and homeowners are facing challenges, such as rent increases, difficulty finding affordable homes to rent, and rising home prices, interest rates, insurance, taxes, utilities, and maintenance costs. These factors contribute to the affordability concerns of both renting and buying properties. Spending a significant portion of your income on housing can harm your overall budget. It leaves little room for other essential expenses like transportation, food, and other necessities. When a substantial portion of your income is allocated to housing costs, it becomes challenging to make financial progress or save for other financial goals. Managing housing expenses efficiently is crucial for maintaining a balanced budget and financial stability. Buying a home. The National Association of Realtors has revealed a notable shift in the age of first-time homebuyers, reaching a record high of 36 years old, compared to the previous year's average of 33 years old. Despite the availability of loan programs aimed at assisting first-time buyers with minimal down payments, this does not guarantee their eligibility to borrow, as the housing inventory shortage has been driving prices higher in recent times. As a result, even with such assistance, many potential buyers are finding it challenging to enter the real estate market. Moreover, the costs associated with homeownership extend beyond the mortgage itself. Taxes, insurance, utilities, and maintenance all contribute to the overall expenses that new homeowners must consider. In 2022, the average home price was approximately $350,000, and when these additional costs are factored in, the total expense can easily match or even exceed the monthly mortgage payment. This indicates that homeownership has become increasingly costly, and potential buyers must carefully assess their financial capabilities before making such a significant investment. The trend of rising home prices is not solely attributed to the limited housing inventory. Over many decades, there has been a steady increase in the average size of homes, adding to the higher prices observed today. Modern homebuyers are more discerning, seeking properties with multiple bathrooms, ample bedrooms, and updated kitchens. As a result, the market has responded to the demand for larger and more desirable homes, contributing to the overall increase in prices. With the current landscape of rising home prices and expenses, potential buyers are faced with a more complex decision-making process when considering homeownership. They must carefully evaluate their financial readiness and prioritize their needs and preferences to navigate the real estate market effectively. Transportation. According to Bankrate, the average monthly payment for a new car is $700, and for a used car, it's $525. While these amounts may seem excessive for most budgets, the good news is that most families don't spend this much solely on car payments. Value Penguin reports that the average family spends a total of $819 per month on transportation, which is the second largest spending category after housing. This total includes all transportation-related expenses like gas, insurance, maintenance, car purchases, and more. Though the idea of owning a brand new car might be tempting and seen as a rewarding experience for some, it's essential to consider that the car will spend a significant amount of time parked in your driveway. Given the considerable monthly expenses involved in owning and maintaining a vehicle, it's crucial to make careful financial decisions and weigh the costs against the overall budget. Many families can find more budget-friendly transportation options that align better with their financial goals and needs. Student loan debt. The burden of student loan debt has reached significant levels, with the average federal student loan debt per borrower nearing $38,000 and private student loan debt averaging around $55,000 per borrower. While $38,000 or $55,000 might not seem exorbitant when considering the pursuit of higher education, the reality is that this debt can be overwhelming for recent graduates. Upon entering the workforce with limited experience, new graduates often face the challenges of entry-level pay, which may not be sufficient to cover all of their financial commitments. This includes not only student loan repayments but also the costs of rent and, in some cases, the need to finance a new car to replace their previous vehicle from their school days. Additionally, the financial challenge of many graduates is exacerbated by the fact that they may not have thoroughly evaluated the return on investment when choosing their college majors. As a result, they find themselves obligated to repay their education with salaries that may not align with the financial burden they now bear. The combination of these factors creates a heavy burden on new graduates as they embark on their financial journey after completing their education. Student loan repayment becomes a significant challenge and can impact their overall financial well-being as they navigate the transition from college to the workforce. Debt payment. According to data from LendingTree, the average individual in the United States sets aside $1,233 every month to cover various types of debt, such as car loans, personal loans, credit card debt, student loans, and mortgage payments for homeowners. For those who own a home and have their mortgage included in this amount, it might not appear overly burdensome. However, it's essential to recognize that not everyone surveyed in this study owns a home. Now, envision receiving your paycheck after taxes and realizing that over $1,200 must be allocated to debt payments, leaving you with limited funds to cover monthly bills and save for the future. These significant monthly debt payments can create a dangerous cycle, impacting your financial well-being in multiple ways. Not only are you paying substantial amounts of interest to banks and credit card companies, but it also becomes increasingly challenging to set aside money for future expenses. This lack of savings may then lead to borrowing more money in case of unexpected costs or emergencies, further perpetuating the cycle of debt. Additionally, the availability of payment plans and credit options can tempt consumers to overspend and acquire items they may not necessarily need. This impulsive spending contributes to an individual's debt burden, making it even more challenging to manage and eliminate debt effectively. To break free from this cycle, individuals must focus on paying down debt strategically and resist the allure of unnecessary purchases. Creating a budget, prioritizing debt repayment, and building an emergency fund can all play pivotal roles in achieving financial stability and reducing the burden of debt payments. By taking proactive steps toward financial health, individuals can regain control over their finances and pave the way for a more secure and debt-free future. Spending on non-essential items. According to a 2019 study conducted by Ladder and One Poll, the average American spends approximately $1,500 per month on non-essential items, which totals around $18,000 per year. This amount might appear significant, especially considering the number of people facing financial challenges. Interestingly, some individuals tend to attribute their financial struggles solely to external factors rather than examining their spending behavior. The $1,500 monthly expenditure includes various discretionary expenses such as dining out, subscription services, impulse purchases, and other unnecessary items. While it's essential to reward oneself for hard work and achieve a balance with money, it's crucial to have clear priorities in place. Those spending such a substantial amount on non-essentials should prioritize paying themselves first and managing debt responsibly, rather than allowing unnecessary spending to dictate their financial situation. When encountering individuals complaining about their financial constraints while simultaneously spending $1,500 per month on non-essentials, one might wonder if their financial struggles are influenced by such extravagant spending habits. Retirement. Those nearing retirement age often find themselves with far less saved than millions. the median amount saved for retirement among individuals aged 55 to 64 was $134,000, as reported by the Federal Reserve. For those aged 65 to 74, the average retirement savings were around $164,000. These amounts are relatively modest and may not be sufficient to cover modern-day living expenses. To put it in perspective, a $200,000 nest egg would generate approximately $8,000 per year using a 4% safe withdrawal rate. Additionally, the average Social Security benefit is around $1,550 per month. While this income may be adequate for frugal, low-spending retirees who share expenses with a household, others may find it necessary to continue working, at least part-time, to make ends meet. Exceeding these savings figures can be attainable by simply setting aside a small portion of each paycheck. Building up retirement savings gradually can significantly improve financial security during retirement, allowing individuals to better enjoy their golden years without unnecessary financial stress. Income. According to data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median income for individuals aged 20 to 24 is slightly above $30,000. As age increases, so does the median income. For those between the ages of 25 and 34, the median income rises to around $51,000 per year. In the 35 to 44 age group, the median income increases further to just over $60,000 per year. The 45 to 54 age group sees a final increase to about $61,000 before it begins to level off and slightly decline. The level of comfort these incomes provide greatly depends on where you reside. In states with high living costs and taxes, earning $50,000 or $60,000 may not stretch very far. However, in areas with lower living costs and taxes, this amount could be sufficient for a comfortable lifestyle. Also, the number of people you are financially responsible for influences your budget. Those living alone and bearing the full burden of rent or housing costs may find it more challenging to manage on an average income. On the other hand, people with roommates or spouses to share expenses have more financial flexibility in their budget. This video might have hit you in the right spot. When comparing your financial habits to those of the average person, you might want to consider these numbers. It's important to remember that your spending should not be influenced by what your friends spend, as everyone's income and financial situations are different. Just because others spend a lot doesn't mean you should follow too. How you manage your finances is entirely in your hands and depends on your circumstances and choices. If you want to learn more about personal finance and generational wealth building strategies, visit our channel and subscribe for more enlightening videos to increase your wealth.